no more responsible position in our society than that of judge. It's a job that takes the wisdom of Solomon, the patience of Job, and the common sense of Mark Twain. It's no wonder the judges we have admired through history have been a perfect combination of strictness and compassion. Troy Crane is about to face Judge Waters. Troy has never appeared before a judge before, and Judge Waters has never had a case like this before. The final verdict is anybody's guess. And now, the audience will come to order because the court of things beyond belief is in session. Troy Crane was a senior at the local high school in Butte, Montana. He got along well with the other kids, but lately Troy had developed a bad habit. When he saw something he wanted, he'd simply take it. Troy thought he could get away with anything as long as he had his lucky amulet, but he was wrong.
That's him! That's him! That's the punk who robbed me, I'm positive.
What are you talking about, man? I didn't do nothing.
You smashed my case and stole a gold watch right out of my store. There it is, right on your wrist.
You're crazy, old man.
Oh, yeah? You're going to jail for a very long time, you young punk.
Says you?
Yeah, says me.
On the day of Troy's court hearing, Troy brought along two things: his lucky amulet, which was tucked under his shirt, and his mother, who had raised him alone since he was a child.
You okay, Mom?
This is all a mistake. It never should have happened.
I know.
All rise. His mother believed in Troy because this was the first time he was ever in this kind of trouble.
Be seated. Mr. Troy Crane, you're charged with grand larceny, a felony. I consider this a very serious crime, young man.
Your Honor, may I speak, please? I'm his mother.
You may, ma'am.
I just wanted to say that Troy's my only child, and I've tried to raise him right. I'm sure you've checked and can see that he doesn't have a record.
That's correct, but these charges cannot be ignored, ma'am.
I know, and I'm so sorry, Your Honor, for my son's behavior. This is the first time he's ever done anything like this, and he'll never do it again. I swear.
I wish I could share your confidence, Mrs. Crane.
There's something else, Judge. I know this is going to be hard to believe, but the watch that he's accused of stealing is really his.
Mom, what are you saying?
Quiet in this court. Please explain.
I never told my son, but I was planning on surprising him with it on his 18th birthday. He never had a watch. And so I was making payments on that very one for the past 8 months. I should have told my son. He pointed the watch out to me a long time ago when we were together at the mall. I was going to pick it up this weekend. So you see, my son took his own watch.
If what you're telling me is true, Mrs. Crane, it would have a dramatic impact on this case.
It's all true, sir. I would do anything to keep my son out of jail, but I wouldn't lie for him. The owner of the jewelry store has agreed to drop all charges if I pay for the glass case Troy broke. Of course I'll do that. Please, sir. Let me take my boy home.
You're a very lucky young man to have a mother who cares for you like this.
I know, Your Honor. I am lucky.
If it wasn't for your mother's sacrifices and the love she's shown in this court today, I'm quite certain you'd be facing a jail term.
I know, Your Honor. I made a big mistake. I'm sorry. I'll never do it again.
I'm inclined to work out an agreement with the district attorney.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you.
Troy felt he was off the hook thanks to his mother's heartfelt plea, and of course, his lucky amulet.
What's going on?
What is that on the floor?
Oh, nothing, Your Honor. It's just my good luck charm. My hands must be wet. I can't seem to get a hold of it.
Bailiff, I'd like to see that.
What happened next, no one in that courtroom will ever forget.
A strong chain has no weak links. May we be together forever.
What's going on here?
This gold amulet was a gift from me to my wife. It was ripped off her neck 2 weeks ago by a young assailant who I now realize fits your description. It was a brutal attack that left a permanent scar around her neck.
But I didn't do it.
I think you did. And I think you misled everyone in this courtroom, especially your mother. Attorneys approach the bench. Because of my personal involvement in this case, I'm forced to disqualify myself as judge. However, Mr. Clark, I want to file new charges against this man. Felony assault and robbery. Bailiff, take him away.
Hey, I didn't do it, man.
After being identified by Judge Daniel Waters' wife, Troy Crane was found guilty of felony assault and robbery. He's now serving out his sentence at the Youth Authority Farm in Bozeman, Montana. His mother visits him every week. What really happened here? How do you explain the chain breaking at the exact wrong time for Troy Crane? Was it just a coincidence? Or was fate tipping the scales of justice? In the end, a criminal was punished because the links of a chain pulled apart when he least expected it. Is this story based on an actual event? Or are we just pulling your chain?